Hi, I don't know if you can see that. I've been trying to get a clear, understeady shot of it tonight, and I think I just have. And I'm scared to zoom in just in case I lose it again. I don't know if you can see that. I'll repeat the date again. It's the 19th of May 2020, and I say it's around 10:30, 11:15 in the evening. So if you can see them moving and fading in and out. I was going to ask a few questions. I don't know if I'll get a clear response. It's moving up and down is yes. The creature beast downstairs in Linda's block. Having a right field day. Right, I was going to ask the questions just to confirm things basically, and then I'm just going to show you the film tomorrow because I've got loads of film. I wonder if it will confirm, see if I can zoom in without disturbing the image. Do that again. Just about the location and who are the creature beast. We'll swallow a few of them. Right, I've got two separate films, well, quite a few separate films, but two separate films I filmed last week, which is of undercover police officers who lives in the next block, who's involved in illegal surveillance on me. Now, it's a male and female, and they've been involved for a while now. I've got brown hair, and I've recorded it last week, and I just want the family, my family, to confirm that when I do release it, that they are undercover police. And they live in the next block, or some other computers, I should say. You can see it moving up and down. And today, I've got recordings of a creature beast in this flat. Who's in the block of flats. And I don't know if I don't think she's an undercover police officer, I just think she's a grass. I got on film, and she specifically moved here to head fuck me. As well as number 29, she was another one of the creature beasts, one about my grandson's penis. So you move all sorts of nonsense around you. So we've got number 29 and number 30, or a pair of nonces. Now I filmed her today, and I filmed somebody else who's involved in my toxin as well, and I released that film as well. I was just chatting away to him. I just want to confirm one thing. One of the undercover police officers told me that Brian, at number 32, is a paedophile. We see how Westminster Police and Dudley Council and all the other organisations involved with protecting nonces, protecting paedophiles and rapists. So that's 3 in one block. They also told me as well that Brian, as well as Paul Burgess, has a key to my flat. Now, if you go back onto my post, you will see work rate after I had a visit from the housing manager, Miss Pizzazz, and I've got a audio recording of her and Sylvia and whoever, male voice, coming out of his flat, and Sylvia and whoever and her, Miss Pizzazz, was talking about my health and not to believe me because she's faking it, she's not really ill, so Sylvia was saying to her. And this chap who was asking Miss Pizzazz, what's her name, what do I call her? And yes, I've got a recording of that. Miss Pizzazz would have known he's one of them, or she should have known everything basically. One who was gaslighting me. I want to know about gaslighting. I think I put Miss Pizzazz gaslighting at its finest. So she would have known that the rapist has got the keys to my flat and the paedophile's got the keys to my flat. But everybody would know. I'm going to go on and change the subject. I'm going to come back to it obviously, but I'm going to change the subject completely. Even though it's related to the creature beast with entities attachments. Like with the creature beasts I saw today, you can see their entities attachments. On the 2 males I saw today, and then the female at number 30. And what I've observed is that it seems like one set of energy meets up with another set of energy, and sort of the entities that attach to them, sorry about that, sort of like entwine with each other. It's fascinating to see, and it's like a dark mass. That's the best way I can put it. In the air, in between, on the right hand side of them, a meeting above them, in the middle, kind of middle of each of them. Then this was sort of kind of like a cloud above the head. I think that's the best way for me to describe it. It's amazing. And like I said before, the entities, I was told, I don't know if I told you this, but that there are more entities on Earth than there are humans. And they literally latch onto your energy. So when I said, I think I said previously about the creature beast, they've got entities attachments, and they brought it on themselves. It's true, they have brought it on themselves. It's their energy that's attracting the entities. And now they're in the group energy will link them all together. And I must have known this on a subconscious level, but I didn't know this at the time when I said it, that I wanted all the people involved in my targeting, when this very first happened, to be linked together forever, and just to be linked with Paul Burgess. And they are. So even if somebody doesn't, like I said previously, done something only one time, because you've let your energy link with these group of energies, with this group of nonces, that's it. You're linked. And their managers, whoever handlers, whoever's controlling them, would know this, but wouldn't have told them. In fact, they lie. And they're still lying to them now. And that's expanding that subject. Groups, secret organisations. The people in the know would know that once somebody commits to a group, their energy is linked to that group. Once you respond to someone, and just do it on a one-to-one basis, you linked with them, you respond back, even if they say something, you tell them to fuck off. Your response, you're still linked to them, even though it was an off response. Let's go away. Your best course of action is not respond at all. I know it's very tempting. Some like dickheads out there. And I know in the case of the creature beast, they want you to react. And this buddy has been in a relationship with a narcissist. The whole thing is want you to break you, to want you to react, to destroy you basically. So they will wind you up and keep winding you up until you crack, and then that's all innocent. And it'd be your fault that you've had a sort of like little temper tantrum or whatever. So the best response is no response. Just to push you to the point where you have to respond and just tell them to fuck off. Can't be my, but you don't have to respond. And I know very early on when I was targeted, literally weeks and months, they liked it when I got angry. They liked it when I reacted angrily to them. So I've learned just literally take the piss or don't react. And that's what the Sylvia creature beast meant, where she was saying the police can't get in. The niggers blocking them. Make some noise. Everything that there's thing to do, like the recordings I made today. I want to show you the recordings. Sort of each time I went into the kitchen, they were there. So each time I sort of moved, and they have to get my reaction. For some reason, they have to get my reaction. Or get me to see them. So like the one I recorded, or two of them that I recorded last week. He knows I'm not going to go up to her and go, you fucking nonce, you fucking pervert, you creature beast. They all know that. But sort of make sure that I'm aware of them. Literally, they'll walk past. Go to shop just as always at the time. Oh, they just pop there. Out of nowhere, just popped in right nowhere. They just go in there, here and there, out of nowhere. And that's always been the case when you're being targeted. But at first you don't realise, you just think, oh, you go into the shop and you keep seeing the same person. And you go to shop at different times of the day and you see the same person, you don't know that it's a setup. Like the creature beast, they tried to set me up with that. Yes, I recorded it as well. Horrible, horrible man. Horrible man. Seriously. Oh. And he also lived in a block of flats as the police officers. Obviously didn't know that at the time. Didn't know there were police officers or creature beast. And it was Kenneth, I don't know if you look back on recordings, a black guy who pretends to have severe mental health problems and enduring mental health issues. This creature that was trying to chat me up. Still, it's Kenneth says, you know, you're a black woman in this block here. And I know something to black women or something stupid. I was like, you fucking dirty bastard. So, like, the police, this whole targeting thing, sexual deviance is at the core of it. You see that? All types of sexual deviancy. You don't know to spell it out to you, but all ages and all types. I mean, because most of them are undercover police officers or fucking local grasses or informers or ex-police officers or whatever, or even reserve police officers. They literally got free for all, that's it, that's what I'm looking for, sorry about free for all to do what they want. Did you see that? Wow. Did you just see that? Fantastic, it's not a shadow. Let's go if you can see my plant. See it again. Look at that. Wow, man. Do you know when they do something a few times, I want them to do it again. I get quite childlike when I see them. And you haven't seen them change colours. I'm going to show you. I'm going to change subjects yet again. So that's just around what I was saying previously. Don't react. You know, it's difficult to explain. A group energy is a group energy. All the people that are involved in my targeted and illegal surveillance. And when I say illegal surveillance, I'm saying it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 6 years, 7 years now, something like that. And if anybody doubts me, I've got recordings of the creature beast stalking me, Paul Burgess, and I've also got recordings of the police officers with their fuckery. And like I said previously, I've got years of recordings of police officers, the undercover police officers. So that's me down. Confirm that. So if anybody doubts what I'm saying or thinks I can't prove what I'm saying, that's a lie. Everything that I've wrote, everything that I've said, even speaking now to my family and you who are watching as I'm recording it, I can prove. Like when I mentioned Dr. Michael Price, I'm going to show you my medical records. I'm also going to show you the letter he wrote when I applied for PIP, and he was just making fucking health conditions up, ignoring more serious health conditions. I've got recording, like I said previously, that Michael said we should have killed her. I've got the time and date of that recording. I've also got the recording itself, and it's very easy to check phone records and locations of people. But quickly moving on, like I said, be careful who you associate with, be careful who you give your energy to, be careful what you agree to. Because as the weeks go on, I'm going to show you just how many people are involved, and they've just fucked themselves up. And I'm going to also make clear that the police officers knew I was getting outside influence help. I'm going to make clear that the police officers lied, whoever, the creature beast, just say creature beast, I'm going to say creature beast because it was the council, Dr. Michael Price, blah blah blah. And now they're lying to the people that they've got to do their dirty work. They're even lying to themselves. This is not the time in history for you to be a nonce or a narcissist. It's not really a good time in history because you're going to get payback in this life and the next. And you're going to get payback in forms of having entities attached to you. And when you die, you're going to have the same entities attached to you. Or more. And the Freemasons and secret societies know all this. Well, most of it, but high up know all this. But they won't tell their members that. And I'll have to give you a full lowdown because that's very in-depth questions about Earth, etc. What's going to happen on Earth. Last thing you want to do is not go back to your soul group or your clan. When you die, especially at this time on Earth, if you're alive now on Earth, you want to make sure you go back to your soul group. The entities that attach them are just parasites. They're feeding off their energy, they're feeding off them. And when they die, they're going to continue feeding off them. They view them as food. And then the creature beast in this block, and I'm going to show you the recordings of know this, because they've heard me ask the question, and they know that they're just food. And when they go to talk, they can't say, oh, it was the entities that attached to me. And every time they sort of do a little skit, it just decreases the entity attachments to them even more, makes it stronger. And that's what I'm saying, just generally for everybody, be careful who you attach your energy to, be careful the groups you attach your energy to. And that's about it, basically. When you die, you want to go back to your soul group, your clan. You don't want to end up with food or some parasitic entity, creature thing. I've got some more questions. I don't know if you can hear the creature beast now. Fuckers. I'm playing up, aren't they, family? And there's another thing as well I want to make clear, because when this first started, there's part of me that's really loved up on Earth, and I think it's beautiful. And I think when you get through feel the human resonance, and you feel attachment to Earth, it's amazing. Even though I'm going through all this, I thought someone told me, right, you've got to go through this to experience it. I'll go, right then, piece of piss. Because the love that I felt, and the love that, and it's for everything. It's for I can't explain to you. And love is not the right word, but love is the nearest emotion I can sort of explain it to you. It's just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. That's all I can say. When you feel the energies go through you, and you feel your sort of heart chakra expands, when your crown chakra and all them. And for me, love, like I say, it's the nearest emotion I can put to it. When I meditate and go inwards and connect with my soul group, my clan, my family, my beautiful family, the feeling is just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. There's no words that can describe it. And when this first started, I kept sort of questioning because I hate, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna put my hands up, I hate them. I've never hated a group of people as much as I hate these creatures. Full stop. I have no respect for them. I used to work, I'll just explain a bit about myself, at a rape crisis centre, and I've worked with male and female victims that have been sexually abused or raped in my 20s and 30s. I've worked in mental health settings as well. So I know the damage, that how much rape can damage a person, and how it doesn't just affect them, it affects their families, it affects how they relate to their own children. Even if they have children at a later date, say if they were abused at a young age, even if they have children in their sort of 20s, 30s or 40s, it affects how they relate to that child, especially when that child reaches the age when they were abused. And it destroys, and see, it destroys families, absolutely destroys families. But your dad's not going to say to you, yes, I'm not, the reason why I'm not huggy kissy is because I was raped when I was 3 or 4 or 5. Your mum's not going to say to you, the reason she's screaming at you to not wear that skirt is because she was raped when she was 21. You know, it destroys families. I've seen people just have a very normal life, think they have a normal life, and then something hits them, say like a birth of a child, and it all comes flooding back. And I fucking hate nonsense. I'm not a racist. I don't hate men. I don't hate women. I'm black. I don't hate white people. I don't hate Asian people. Nonsense I can't fucking stand. To be perfectly honest, I've got no fucking time for them or anybody that enables them. So in this started this, I'm the wrong person, the wrong fucking person to tune this to. The wrong person, because I'm new, and I've said to the creature piece, I'm taking this till die. If I've got to go through this and collect information and collect the names of the people, collect descriptions of the people involved, collect information about the companies that are involved, yes, there are companies involved, I will do. And I'll make sure I've got enough fucking facts, not just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 incidences. I make sure that I've got loads of it, so you can't be thrown out of court. People can't look at me and go, "Oh no, you've not. No, that's happened once or that's happened twice." When I talk about Dr. Michael Price, he's going to be struck off. He knows that. I know that. Everybody involved in this case knows that. Not only is going to be struck off, conspiracy to murder, saying to somebody that planned to kill another patient of yours, you should have killed her. I'm ranting now, aren't I, folks? So this is what I mean. Wrong person and wrong subject matter. I'm not going to hide my hatred for the people involved in this disgusting illegal surveillance, all to save a fucking nonce, all to save Paul Burgess, all to keep what he's done a secret. So when I say, well, okay, could hang up, calm down. No, I'm not going to calm down. Anyway, so when this first started, I kept saying to myself, or saying to my subconscious, I'm literally loved up, set for the creatures and beasts. Everybody in the world, the connection you feel to Earth, to the world, everything. Literally, the birds flying past, you feel a connection. To a piece of water, you feel a connection. I swear to, and anybody that's gone through it, you'll know what I mean. You get this feeling of just, that's it, I've got it. And you're sort of like, you're that near. You think to yourself, and you get the feeling you're that near to finding out what the meaning of life is. And then it goes, you think, oh God, but that's how you feel. You feel a connection to everything. So animals, if you want an animal lover, you will be. To the birds, to the trees, the flowers, the plants. You just feel an absolute love for everything. And like for me, and this I think I wasted years, literally the first 2 or 3 years, questioned everything, because I hated the creature beast. And I kept saying to myself, I've got love for everybody else, but no, not for the creature beast. I have no love for the creature beast. And I was told by my family, as you can see it there, that was fine. Even calling them creature beast, giving them that name, that was fine. In fact, they told me they're a lot worse than what I thought originally, which they are. So naming the whole group of them creature beast, how apt is that? And that's before I began to see the entities on them. And when you go into the New Age community, see that? When you go into the New Age community and you go onto YouTube, because you try to find answers, don't you, really? And they're all love and peace and love your enemy and send them a wave of love. And I was like, nah, man, that's not happening. And you don't have to. In fact, if I did that, my ancestors would have not shown up. They would have left me. See that little nod? It's my fighting back. I think, no, man, this is me doing this to me. Literally violated my human rights to protect a nonce. That's what, and there's no way a nonce who wanted to kill me to get his sexual kicks. See that? And there's no way I feel any love or any I feel nothing for them except actually I think, do you know, the hatred is gone. And do you know, I tell you when it was gone? When I was talking about Beauty the Child to head me. And then, like I said previously, I think I said previously that I have had experiences where outside influences or energies have helped me. At this particular night, I called for that outside experience and they came, so my family came. And the things they're doing, the things that were said at the time, the things that they're covering up for now, things that they're into, it's not part of being a human, original human. It's not part of human nature what they're doing. If you're original human, you'll get my little rant. You'll just get it straight away. Because it's not part, it just sickens you. You don't even, you can't put it into words, can you, really? But you can back David Jameson, yeah, and Jama Hobday, who else? Pete Lowe, Dr. Marco Price. They all talk like they're against rape and child abuse and racism and snuff films, but really they're all for it. And they'll hide behind their job titles. As a shield. So yeah, as I was saying, so you know, and if people say love, peace, you know, if someone don't hate anybody, you know, love, the energy she gives your enemies is love. Another thing that I was in the toxic community that you've reincarnated on Earth knowing that you're going to go through all this, whatever problems that you go through in life, and that it's your fault, and you chose to come onto Earth. What else was there? Oh God, I hear somebody. I think it's on this one. There's somebody, Flat Earth doer, what is his name, Martin, somebody other, who said that it would be his family's karma. Just this is an example of him as a murderer to come to his house and to kill his wife and children, and he would say, "Oh, I'd let it happen," because it would be their karma. It was meant to be. If something bad happened, no matter how horrible it is, then it was meant to be. And I think that's what the New Age community sort of say, that if something bad happens to anybody in the world, and that's to turn your head away from it, basically. It was meant to be. And you signed up for it. You came to Earth, signed up for it, knowing what you're going to go through. So the negative people are only doing what is natural to them. They're only following a plan. And that's a load of crap. I can't tell you how wrong that is. And how they twist everything. Yes, your life is sort of guided, but you've got to realise that Earth is being infected with negative entities that feed off people's pain and misery. And no, they don't know in advance. Yes, there's a plan, and there's a blueprint from your soul group, or your clan, I should say. But you don't know how much the negative entities are going to affect you, how much they're going to try to stop you. Like, this wasn't planned for me. It wasn't planned for me to be targeted. It wasn't planned for me to live across with a nonce, or live in a block full of nonces. See that? It wasn't planned. Because of negative influences, it basically was because he's a nonce. Basically, yeah, because Paul Burgess is a fucking nonce, a convicted rapist. This is what happened, and the people, Anti-Social Bill Team, Dublin Council, West Midlands Police, IPPCC, doing anything they can to protect and cover up the sex offences and sex offenders. That's why it's going on. It's not my karma. Wasn't part of my life plan. And they'll say it. The New Age people say about everything, from a child being raped or murdered to everything. And it's not. I can't even say that. I can't get it. It's just. And you've got to know as well that they are put there in place to do misinformation. So you accept whatever happens to you. And that's part of sort of like what's been happening on Earth forever now with humans. To make you feel a touch guilty. And even with the UFO excuse me, community, they say that a certain reptilian race was here on Earth first. That's wrong. And that they're here and that they hate humans so much because of it. That's wrong. That's not my information. I'm saying wrong. It's not what I've been told. Just like over in the Bible, it says Jesus died for our sins. There's always some guilt attached to it. Anything that's got a guilt attached for you being human or for you being here, be very suspicious of. yeah, one point I was trying to make that little tangent is you don't have to be sweetness and light. You don't have to be, okay, I meditate. I used to do yoga and I need to take it up again. But I spoke grown-ups. You can hear I do swear. My sense of humour has got quite dirty and quite childish of late, even though I'm just at 50. Trying to think the things that you would think of a contactee being. I did go vegan for a while, and my clan's natural eating habit is not to eat flesh, but I do. And the amount of vegans I've seen on YouTube that are false, and they've got pets, and they recycle, and they do this, that, and the other. Who are just a cultist. At the very least. And at the very worst, they've got attachments. They're not even human. They're affronting to be human, and that they're doing it for humanity. They want you to subscribe to them, send in the monies. But they haven't got soul and they're not human. And they're doing it just to get your energies. That's what I mean about be careful who you attach your energy to. Be careful for everybody you attach it. Be careful who you watch on YouTube, on the telly, listen to the music. Your friends are. I think it's more for me, what I've seen so far, if you have a one-on-one connection, it's a lot stronger than if you listen to somebody on YouTube. But even then, don't meditate. For God's sake, people, don't meditate. Don't send any money. Don't link yourself to them. This was, don't link your energy to them. 21. And you see quite a few that have little rituals every month or every week, or meditation sessions. Don't link your energies to them. And then basically what I'm saying, you don't have to be. And I questioned it myself, you know, God, I've been contactee. Well, like I said, it took me till after Christmas or just before Christmas, around Christmas time, to realise that I'm a contactee. But there you go, quite slow with things sometimes. I am not your typical. Okay, I was going to say joss stick burning. I do blame joss sticks sometimes. In fact, I'm with the old burners, but there you go. Okay, I do meditate. Yes, I do yoga, and I will take up again. Yes, I was vegan, and I have a feeling I will go back to it again, go plant-based more again. But apart from those things, like I say, they seem all nice, and you love your enemies, and blah blah blah. The reason I've coped with all this is to blank them. Like I say, when I do acknowledge them, I'll tell them to fuck off, or call them a bag of cunts, or block them. Just literally ignore them. And when I see them on the street, I don't react at all. I react like it's nothing's happening. So if I blank them, or if I have to speak to them, it's very curt. Sort of like, or in a shop, I have to speak to someone in a shop, and it's like, I'm a northerner, and I've been sort of like conditioned to say please and thank you. So I say, so even to the creature beast, I'll say please and thank you. and excuse me and stuff like that. I won't start ranting on somebody's space just because they've got entity attachments or they're trying to destroy me, fuckers. I let them do that for themselves. And part of I think if you're true in yourself, like they keep saying to me, I've got to find out who I am. I don't think I was a queen or anything. And I think that applies to a lot of humans. We've got to find out our strengths, basically, who we are. But no, they've said to me I'm one of them, and that's why they're here. And like I said previously, I don't know if you've listened to that my grandfather is up there. I feel all shy when doing it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, is up there, literally on a craft. But not all your family will be connected to you. But I don't know why. Like I say, I'm trying to grasp my ways to think the reasons why. I'm very working class, very proud to be working class. In fact, oh God, if you're in the UK, you know how important class structure is. And it's been redefined now, isn't it? I think it's about 7. And I did the test. They said I was middle class, so I nearly had a fit. In fact, I'm still having a fit about it. It was years ago. But I'm very proud of my working class, underclass upbringing. And I think that has a lot to do with them contacting me. I'm not saying middle classes won't have contact. But I know for me, my working class upbringing has put me in good stead to relate to others, to life in general, basically. I'm very proud of it. Very proud to be a woman as well. Even though this group of creature beasts hate women, they